First of all, what have you seen from Austin Burton getting ready for this bowl game?
Man, he's a stud. I see a ton of maturity, a ton of great leadership ability, and a guy who can really play. And to watch him operate, to watch his work ethic, the way that he interacts with his teammates, and this has been a learning thing for me, just kind of getting into the offense and understanding the concepts and how everything's being read and that kind of thing. But just to watch him process it all, and then to be able to communicate with coaches, with players, this guy's going to have a great game on Monday.
Austin, talk about having this guy in camp with you here. Not only do you get a starting assignment in your last collegiate game, but you get a Hall of Fame quarterback to do a little mentoring.
Yeah, it's an unreal situation. Just from watching him is you can just tell how on it he really is in every aspect of it. He's come in and we've been able to ask so many different questions, and whether it's film or on the field, footwork, little things like that, it's just a full answer every time, and it's very specific, and it's something that you can take, and it's easy to learn and move on into your own self, and it's just been such a cool experience.
What's it like to be on the other side of the ledger? You've been sitting in the other chairs in these quarterback meeting rooms. Yeah. Now you're at the front of the room.
Yeah, but I think my role evolved even in the NFL. You become as much of a coach as anything, because the game plan is really built around the things that you like and the things that you're good at. And as there's the way that a play is drawn up on the blackboard, and then there's a play the way that it actually happens in a game. And so much of the week, I find when I was playing the position was getting on the same page with receivers, right? Communicating, hey, this is what I'm seeing, this is what I'm feeling, this is what the timing is. And so it's really now, it's doing a lot of the same stuff, but it's asking questions to the guy who's going to be pulling the trigger, right? Like, hey, how do you read that? How do you see that? What do you feel like the timing? Hey, have you thought about this? And so it's taking a lot of the things that maybe I've had experience with, and then being able to just impart that a little bit on Austin and just the system in general, just to maybe add a few nuances that might be, different wrinkles that might have a positive effect.
Austin, I talked to Devin Mockabee a little earlier, and I asked him if I had told him after the Penn State game, which he didn't play in. By the way, you're going to be the starting running back in the bowl game. You're going to be 80 yards from 1,000. It's hard to believe. Right. If I had told you after the Penn State game, you're going to be sitting here next to Drew Brees, getting ready to be the starting quarterback against LSU, would you have thought that possible?
Probably no, not at the time, to say the least. But luckily it's just a blessing of a situation, and guys like Devin have been able to prove themselves, and so hopefully our team does the same thing on this upcoming game.
All right, let's talk some nuts and bolts. Tell us about this LSU defense. Pretty good.
Yeah, they're always good. They're always stacked with talent, and look, they play with a ton of confidence and a lot of swagger. They always have, and they've got a bunch of versatility in the secondary. You look at every one of their secondary players, especially. Obviously, we study those guys a lot. All of them can play multiple positions. You see them playing, safety. You see them covering slots, man to man, even jumping outside and covering receivers, man to man. So they're a team that can do a lot. They're a team that can light you up in pressure, if they want to. So I think the scheme just, denotes itself to being very aggressive, playing with a lot of confidence and really wanting to come after you.
Austin, a little bit different situation than your first start, which you knew maybe earlier that week that you're going to be the starting quarterback. Now you've had almost a full month to prepare for this. How has that made a difference for you?
I think anytime you give a player more time to prepare, just more time to game plan, more time to watch film, and kind of just dissect really every detail possible of a defense. And I think, especially with Coach Brees being there, being able to see it from his perspective, it's just been a huge benefit. So the more time, just more ability to get ready.
What's this mean to you personally to come back and do this for the Boilermakers?
It's awesome. It's really how this all came about is pretty wild. Never thought I'd have this opportunity, but I guess it was kind of the perfect scenario where we needed the preparation for a bowl game. Wasn't quite sure how the coaching situation would shake out once Coach Braum left and was taking a lot of the staff. Thankfully, guys like Brian Braum, remained to be the interim head coach. Give him so much credit. Mark Hagan, obviously, on the defensive side, But then just the opportunity for a lot of the kind of the GAs and the quality control and the assistants that maybe hadn't had the opportunity yet. Now, I mean, it seems like this is a bowl game of opportunity, right? It's opportunity for players to be able to go out there and showcase their talents, and also some of these young coaches to really dive into being full-time position coaches for 3 weeks to get ready to go win a game against a really quality opponent.
Well, Austin, let's finish with you then. The opportunity here after playing at Purdue for 3 years, 6 years of college football, now you play in the New Year's Day bowl game to finish it off. What does this mean to you?
It means a lot to me, and more importantly, I think it means a lot to this whole team and this university. We worked really hard this whole season, and it's only the right way to go out and winning this game for the team and the school, because it's been a long season. We've worked tremendously, so that's how we want to go out.
Gentlemen, enjoy the day on Monday. Should be a